Who doesn't love Canada? Well, in the 1960s, Canada wasn't quite the squishy utopia it seems to be today. The Canadian government hired Carleton University professor Frank Robert Wig to create something maliciously called the fruit machine, which they believed could identify and detect gay men. It wasn't in any effort to understand human sexuality. It was a part of a sick bit of McCarthyism with the stated goal of getting all gay men out of the country's government. More than 400 people lost their jobs, and 9,000 more were kept on a file of suspects. The device claimed to work by measuring how much a subject's pupils were dilated after being forced to look at same-sex erotic imagery. Who doesn't love the Dalai Lama? I mean, other than the Chinese government. Even the CIA can't get enough of His Holiness and his band of Tibetan resistance fighters. That's because during the 1960s, the CIA allegedly funded millions of dollars to the Tibetan resistance, including what some claim was a six-figure annual salary that went directly to the Dalai Lama himself, which he denied. This wasn't some remand from the agency's flirtation with LSD, rather it was a pretty obvious attempt to undermine the Chinese government, something the Chinese have complained about for decades. In declassified state document memos, the organization says, "The purpose of the program is to keep the political concept of an autonomous Tibet alive within Tibet, and among foreign nations, principally India, to build a capability for resistance against possible political developments inside Communist China." Fast, casual chain Chipotle Mexican Grill has had a number of problems with foodborne diseases, including the multi-state E. coli outbreak in late 2015. The FDA never pointed the source of the outbreak due to the large selection of fresh ingredients mixed together in dozens of ways. But that didn't stop some interbred websites from exposing the outbreak as an attack by food terrorists. Since Chipotle always maintained a public anti-GMO stance, biotech henchmen supposedly used spray bottles to neutralize the virus into the readily accessible fixins for several locations, as evidenced by the arrest of the guy in charge of repairing the chain's relationship with the FDA. If you believe the theory, many or all of the vapor trails you see in the wakes of planes are loaded with chemtrails. Chemtrails, as a part of a plot by the government /New World Order /Illuminati, is to sicken us for a variety of sinister reasons. Famous proprietors of this theory include musical legends Merle Haggard and Prince, who died exactly 2 weeks apart in April 2016. Both had mentioned chemtrails in their music, Prince on Dreamer 2003 and Haggard on What I Hate 2011. Prince had also spoken extensively on the subject in public. Many people believe that both icons were killed by a weaponized chemtrail flu, a less violent version of what the conspirators are spraying on all of us every day. As the argumented reality mobile game Pokemon Go takes the world by storm, conspiracy theorists are freaking out that the game and its parent company, Niantic, could be assisting in the New World Order and spying on everyone. For starters, the game is powered by Google Earth. Niantic founder John Hank was one of the original founders of Keyhole, which was purchased by Google to develop Google Earth. Conspiracy theorists are scared because Keyhole was particularly funded by the CIA venture capital firm. The game's privacy policy acknowledges that data may be shared with law enforcement or government officials, and its default settings were initially accessing much more data, including contacts and photos, than developer Niantic intended. Chinese bloggers are trying to block the game's entry into their country, positive that it is a ploy by the US and Japan to locate all of China's military bases. In an added twist, the hot new theory is that Japan is using the game to spy on the US and that the GO actually stands for Global Offensive. So my dark ones, I hope you enjoyed my take on top 5 crazy conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. I'll have the link below so you guys can read the stories yourselves and pick up on any new evidence you find yourself. And remember to hit that like button, smash it, and also subscribe if you're new here, and don't forget to comment. Remember, follow me on all forms of social media so you can leave me great things and you can see what I'm doing. And if you are feeling more gracious and you want to support my Patreon and see all exclusive content that I have and help me get the equipment I need so I can make better videos for you guys, hit that link down below. And remember, I'm here to fill all those dark desires.